Hey, what's up you guys? This is Quinn from Quinn's Cars, and today we have a really cool, luxurious, sleek daily driver. It is the 2022 Volkswagen Jetta 1.5T SE. Now, the Volkswagen Jetta has been around since 1979, and like a lot of cars back then, especially in the late 70s, early 80s, it was very boxy, very different. But the Jetta has gone through several iterations over time, wagons, coupes, and eventually the sedan. And before SUVs had exploded into the market as the versatile, kind of like everyday car that people had transitioned into, the sedan was the family car, it was the versatile car, it was the city and highway traveler, and the Volkswagen Jetta was kind of the perfect choice for something that was uncompromising, luxurious, and like I said, has really sleek styling. Another thing that you think about when you think about the Volkswagen Jetta are what would the competitors to this car be? This, at the end of the day, is known for city driving, long highway drives, something that's comfortable with some nice features, but you also want it to be reliable, also want it to get you from point A to point B and give you good gas mileage. What would be the competitor to that? When you're looking at the price range, and this one being around a $24,000 sticker price range, you're looking at a competitor like Toyota Corolla. A Corolla at this price point would probably be a XSE is the model that they call it. And even in that model, you're getting about 20 less horsepower, definitely less torque, and less features, but you have that Toyota name. So it really boils down to, do you want the Volkswagen upscale feel, upscale features, upscale styling with a little bit more of a punch, but maybe not last as long as a Toyota Corolla? It really depends on what you're buying brand new, because a lot of these warranties make it enticing enough to justify buying something more luxurious and more upscale and can sacrifice the name brand of something like Toyota. Or you could go the VW Golf route. VW Golf is a much more kind of hatchback, lower wheelbase, kind of cornering type sporty vehicle, and this is more of a what some people would call a Golf with a trunk. It's something that still has that front wheel drive platform, is still going to be punchy enough to get you around town and get you from point A to point B with a little bit of style and a little bit of punch, but may not be a cornering and performance specific type vehicle. This is the type of vehicle that you want to get you around the city, get you through long drives, and it's going to be something that's comfortable, reliable, and sleek. Another thing to consider with the Volkswagen Jetta are the different trim levels. Now, you have 5 different trim levels to choose from. Technically 4, but I like to combine 2 because they're very, very similar. The base model of the Volkswagen Jetta of this generation is called the S. That's kind of like your standard kind of base level features. Then you can go into Sport. Sport is going to be a little bit more power, a little bit more features, but it's not going to really be until you get into the SE, SEL model where you start to see the LED upgrades, the 17-inch alloy wheels, you're going to see a better interior, more safety features, and it really depends on what you want as far as compromise. Is a base model going to be enough for your needs as far as safety features and luxury? Also, the speaker upgrade is a big thing if you're going to be going on long trips, highway miles, even city driving. Someone like me, I really prefer something that has a really good speaker system, and the base speaker system sounds fine, but it really just depends on if you want that upgrade, basically from the 4-speaker system into the 6-speaker system if you're going SEL and above, which is when you get that Beats audio system, which sounds really, really good. Another thing to consider too is, do you want a performance version of this car? And that's where you get the question of, you have the S, which is the standard class, you have the Sport, which is the second tier, then you have SE and SEL, which adds more luxury and safety features. But if you say that you want something with performance and power and a little bit more punch, you can go GLI. And that trim level is where you get the 2.0 liter turbocharged inline 4-cylinder, and that's going to give you more torque, more horsepower, upgraded brakes, better handling, and it's going to be the sportier version of something. If you say, I want this car, but I want it to be a little bit more exciting. One of the first things that you notice right away is this beautiful black color that Volkswagen calls a deep black pearl. And in the front, you can see the daytime running lights have that really interesting kind of diamond shape, the 1, 2, 3 diamond shape in the front. The front is also going to have that classic Volkswagen grille and that logo that's been around for over a century. This 2022 Jetta being the SE model, it has the 17-inch alloy wheels that have this really beautiful, sharp, machined look to them, and has that gunmetal dark gray look to them as well. You can see the LED design in the rear taillights is brought over from that same design in the front, where it has a very angular design that really complements the rounded shape of this modern look car. It also has those 3 diamond lights on the sides that are picked up from the front daytime running lights and brought back to the rear tail lights. The body lines are really beautiful and run from the front wheel all the way down the side under the windows along the door handles to the rear tail lights. And you can actually see a little bit of detail in the bottom of the doors as well. It has this really nice indentation, and these 2 parallel lines really draw your eye and focus you towards your hand when you're grabbing the handle. Here you can see the very clean, high contrast 8-inch gauge cluster. It has a really nice blue, white, and black theme that follows throughout the whole car along with the infotainment screen. This 8-inch gauge cluster is fully digital, really easy to read. It has all your information that you would need on the side: oil temperature, audio, controls for your telephone, and your mileage and distance as well. It has this really luxurious aluminum trim that goes along the sides as well. It has a really nice brush look that kind of gives a nice luxurious feel also. And this is where you kind of get introduced to the center console infotainment screen. It's a 6.5-inch touchscreen. It has AM, FM radio, of course, and then it has App Connect smartphone integration is what they call, but you also, of course, can do Bluetooth as well. This one has the standard 4-speaker system, but if you upgrade to a higher trim, you can get that 6-speaker Beats system. And then, like I said, it has that Bluetooth audio connection as well. These speakers sound pretty good, but if you want to get something a little bit better, you can go to the higher trims. It also has something called Climatronic, which is not a Transformers character. It's what they call their dual climate control system, and they have this really detailed screen where you can see everything there. They have buttons right below as well where you can manually adjust the temperature and the heated seats. The shifter offers a very simple design where you know which engagement you're in. You can do, obviously, park, reverse, neutral, drive, and then they have the sport mode where you can upshift and downshift if you want. And then what I really love is that beautiful start-stop engine button. Aluminum, very sleek, really nice. So this SE trim has a few options, a few extra features. Safety features being first and foremost, but you have that auto-dimming rear view mirror, which really helps if you have someone driving behind you that has crazy LED bulbs. It also has a anti-slip regulation feature, intelligent crash response, something called hill hold control, travel assist, lane assist, and this model doesn't come with it, but some of the models, if you upgrade, have active blind spot monitoring, which is really helpful. You can also see these seats are a leatherette black seat with white stitching. In the SE trim, the driver's seat is heated and powered, and then it comes with these VTEX leatherette seats. They are extremely comfortable, really upscale looking. It has this nice white stitching and really good bolstering. When you're taking corners and it's a little bit of a curvy road, it keeps you nicely in place. Also, plenty of room in the back if you want to bring the whole family. Those rear seats have a 60-40 split. You can see where they've brought in more of that aluminum-like trim, that brushed aluminum look into the door, which I think is such a good addition to the trim that is inside next to the dash. So this 2022 Jetta is made into a 1.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. It puts out 158 horsepower, 184 pound-feet of torque, and is made into an 8-speed automatic transmission. It has 31 miles per gallon city, 41 miles per gallon highway, and is a combined of 35 miles per gallon. And this is really the perfect car again for highway miles, for city miles, for the daily driver. This is the perfect luxury car that has luxury type features and is going to be something that's a little bit more punchy than your Toyota Corolla. Again, when you look at the competitor like the Toyota Corolla, that has, 139 horsepower, 126 pound-feet of torque, versus this car's 158 horsepower, 184 pound-feet of torque, you can really notice that this one is going to be a little bit more exciting of a drive. Maybe not necessarily a sports car experience, but something that if you need to get past in the passing lane and you want to go a little bit faster, you can. It also has this start-stop engine feature, which is really interesting. So basically, anytime you go to a red light and you come to a complete stop, your engine will actually turn itself off to conserve energy and fuel, and then turn itself back on once you press on the accelerator. I'm really interested in what you guys think, so let me know in the comment section what you guys think about this feature. I am still getting used to it. I haven't driven a car that has done this before. I can definitely tell that it affects the mileage, and that's really cool, but I don't know if that's going to affect longevity over time. Starting and stopping an engine may or may not cause a lot of wear and tear on an engine, and that's definitely something to think about when you get a car like this. I really like the size of this vehicle too, with its wheelbase being at a little over 105 inches and the total length of this car being at a little over 186 inches. You really think about how comparative that is to other sedans in its class, and you look at other cars like the Accord, which is a little bit bigger, and other vehicles in this class which feel a lot bigger as well. And with the reference hood lines that are on this car and the wheelbase and the length, it just feels like a car where you know exactly where to point and shoot. This turbocharged engine definitely gives it the potency that it needs. I definitely wonder if a naturally aspirated engine would be potent enough at this size, a 1.5 liter. I think the turbocharger definitely helps with that. And it's funny to think about all the way back in the first generation of this car. The first generation of the Volkswagen Jetta had 76 horsepower. And when you think about that number doubling over time, it is really crazy. If you do want something a little bit more exciting, a little bit more potent, again, you think back at those trim levels, and you could get the GLI. I mean, that one you're going to get 18-inch wheels, you could get a 2.0 4-cylinder, and that one has 228 horsepower, 258 pound-feet of torque, and that's going to give you a little bit more cornering ability, a little bit more acceleration, and will be a little bit more fun. It also has a little bit more aggressive styling. It has more like red badging and kind of like an aggressive look to it. This 2022 model being the 7th generation, it does make you wonder if they're going to be coming out with a new generation very soon. This one has been out from 2019 all the way until now, and the last generation, the 6th generation, lasted for about 7 years as well. And so it makes you wonder, are they going to be coming out with a completely redesigned Jetta? Is that something that people want? With SUVs becoming such a dominant place in the market, it makes you wonder, are they going to kill off this sedan, or are they going to continue? Because Jetta numbers have kind of gone up and down over time, and especially the sedan class has not been as competitive as the SUV class in the last few years, or maybe even the last decade. And it kind of makes you wonder, are they willing to redesign this for a new year, or will they come out with some sort of Jetta SUV, as they've been turning several other car brands and car trims and car names into SUV styles? With that turbocharged 4-cylinder engine and how well it is at holding this incline while taking very narrow curves, and between the handling, the ability for it to have really nice grip, and the potency of that turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, this car is really impressive. So in conclusion, the Volkswagen Jetta is a really nice car. It has the reliability that you want at a reasonable price, which these days a reasonable price is something to seriously consider. And you have a nice 4-speaker sound system, especially if you're going SE. If you go SEL, of course, you have that Beats sound system, the 6-speaker sound system. You have nice aluminum trim. It's kind of got that like nice brushed look. You have leather and leatherette everywhere, giving it a very upscale, very more modern feel than what you're paying for, in all honesty. You have a really beautiful gauge cluster screen. That blue, white, and black contrast is really, really nice. You have an easy-to-use touchscreen. You have something that when you walk away from it, you are happy with the experience that you had, and when you're walking towards it, excited for not only driving something that is comfortable and looks nice, but is a little bit punchy. Another thing I like about this car is this car's versatility. I mean, this is a car that is perfect for highway miles. I mean, you could take this on long road trips and you don't have to worry about breaking the bank with gas mileage. You don't have to worry about reliability. And it's something that's going to be comfortable over long trips. And that's something to think about too. The seats are very plush and they have nice bolstering that keep you in. And the radio system is really easy to use, really nice. With the SE model here, you have the dual climate control, so you and your passengers, or if you're bringing the family, there's plenty of room for that as well. So this is really perfect for someone that's single and just wants to go on a road trip, or for someone that wants to bring their whole family. Thanks again, as always, for watching. This is a car I wasn't really expecting to review, but is a really underrated, kind of underdog type car. I mean, it's something that is really sleek looking, really nice for the price point, and you get some really cool features. I mean, this is the model that is essentially, or the trim level that's essentially right below the highest trim level, and you get good speakers, nice materials inside, easy infotainment, dual climate, safety features, and the list goes on and on. It's really a car that can do it all and look good doing it. And I really appreciate you guys watching this video, and I had a lot of fun reviewing it, a lot of fun driving it, and was a little surprised at the experience with this car. So again, like, subscribe, share, all those things. And of course, if you want to check out my merch, this is a logo that I hand designed myself and I'm very proud of. If it's something that you like or something that you're interested in, or you know someone that might be interested in it, I will put a link down below to my spread shop. And yeah, thanks again.